everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 33 of Direwolf20's Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttle series, where today we're going to work on upgrading our Astral stuff, and I also want to show you how awesome this setup is that I got going. Remember I set up the Munch Do? 100% recommend it. 100%. Look at the mana pools. We've got two full ones, plus one that's pretty much empty because I've been basically draining it and keeping mana tablets full. So I've got almost two full mana tablets, which is awesome. And I mean, like, it's doing a really good job. So the Munch Do, 100% recommend it for mana production. It's really a good way to go if you're looking to produce a bunch. One other upgrade I did between episodes, I didn't do a lot, but I added the resonator here so that we could also, in addition to producing charcoal, produce a red coal. Because charcoal can make red coal. How cool is that? And this stuff can actually do some pretty good stuff, right? And the boost changes based on the amount of power you have at the time you use it, not the amount of power you have at the time you produce the red coal. So that red coal right now is giving me double what a coal block piece would be. So, like, it's already definitely worth it. And I've been using that to feed my Endo Flames. So lots and lots of mana production going on in the background, which is cool because we're going to use it for Terra Steel eventually, right? We're going to want a lot of mana. What I might eventually do is set up some kind of automation system. The only hassle with this setup is I do have to come over and clear the wood every now and then. And I also have to come over and replant the trees every now and then. So clearing the wood and replanting the trees is a hassle. So in the back of my mind, the concept I have is basically doing another one of this and another one of these, right? And setting it up such that this thing runs on a timer. So like every 5 minutes, it activates the thing. It'll hopefully chew up mostly just wood and very few leaves, because the Munch Do would have eaten most of the leaves, and that would probably be a nice way to automate that. But we'll figure that out, I guess, eventually. Probably. Hopefully. Yeah, at some point in the future we'll figure that out. For now, what I want to work on, as you can see, is a few things here. So last episode, we ended up with, we want to make this, right? And that doesn't look too bad. We're going to make that today for sure, and we're going to get our Starlight crafting altar upgraded, which will be cool, right? In order to make that, though, we need some void stone, right? We're going to need 3 sets of these guys. So we're going to need 6 of these, and I did do some Enderman hunting, so we have a few extra Ender Pearls. I didn't do a ton of Enderman hunting, but I did a little bit. And we're also going to need some compressed obsidian. I hopefully have enough. I do. Yay. Because remember, I did make some compressed obsidian for my reinforcement modifier, and it was a hassle, so I got a bunch of obsidian for that. How much do I have left, by the way? 19, not a lot left. But I mean, I used a lot for that reinforcement modifier. But that's cool. So now I should be able to chisel that into the appropriate one, which I believe is rune, correct? Is it this one, Voidstone rune? Let's find out. This guy. Yeah, it is. Nice. Cool. So I need a couple white magic essence cells. So white magic essence is white magic dust. So 2 of those in a magma crucible should have me cooking. Especially if I have a few cells. Let me put you away so that I have an extra empty one. And then we can get the 2 cells out of our magma crucible. Sweet. Cool. Not too shabby. We need our luminous crafting table. We'll get in a minute. Some 6 chiseled marble. So that should be easy, right? 6 chiseled marble. Oh, that's Underground's bio marble. Sorry. Which one's Astral marble? So 6 chiseled marble. Okay. Making progress. And then I just need the Rune of Mana and 3 more white magic dust. Oh boy, we are low on a lot of parts. Illumination powder, mana powder, and beeswax. So here's the thing. Wonder if I can get you... You know what, there is one other thing I did between episodes, and I'm wondering if it'll help me out here. I'm trying to avoid doing bees, and I'm having trouble. But we'll have to see. I did, between episodes, somebody in the comments of the video said that if we do this with the apiary, he'll produce bees. So you create an apiary from rustic, which is like just wood. It's that. and you put 1 bee in there, and over time it'll turn into 64 bees. So just leave it alone. And apparently these bees help pollination and make plants grow faster around it. It's a little hard to tell if it's actually working, but, you know, maybe it is. Look at all that mana. Loving it. It's awesome. So I'm hoping it's working. I'm not sure if it's working. But is there anything I can do with honeycomb to make beeswax? I can make that beeswax. Now, can you... That would be great if you could, but it doesn't look like you're ore dictionaried in any way. It really doesn't, does it? It doesn't look like you're ore dictionaried in any intelligible way. That's a bummer. So we might have to find, you know, some kind of way of making beeswax. I'm thinking bees might at least be in my future a little bit, aren't they? Probably. The good news is Gendustry's in the pack. The bad news is it looks a little bit rough on recipe. A little bit rough on the recipe, but not too bad. So Gendustry makes bees a lot less of a headache, right? Impregnated casing is just your standard that with olive oil or seed oil. Don't we have some seed oil going on? Seed oil can happen with the peanuts I have, right? From forestry with our squeezer? Yeah, I think so. Like we should get this going now if we're gonna get it going, right? Also, I died a few times while fighting monsters at night. There's a shock. Everybody's surprised. Everybody's horrified. Dyer died a lot off camera. Hey, look, dudes, I try and do stuff off camera sometimes. Like, you know, like I'm hunting mobs or doing something like that. Whatever. Do I still have my squeezer hooked up? I may not. What I think I'll do... Yeah, let's get our squeezer re-hooked up. So that's what that's all about, huh? I think what I can do is put this stuff away for the time being, right? Like it's a nice setup, but I don't think we need it anymore right now. Boom, boom, and I'll even get rid of you, right? And we'll just run those energy cells over there, so that should be fine. So you can go away. This is kind of my chest of unused machines at the moment. Like, yeah, we have a few things, right? But this is my I need to do something with these machines chest. So like when I have machines I don't need at the moment, I put them in there, right? And that's cool. So we technically have enough beeswax right now to make this, but I still want to get, you know, a queen and a drone. All right, I guess we could do that, right? Maybe we'll get a common and a cultivated, and cultivated's pretty good for bee production stuff. Might be a good idea. Might not be a bad idea, at least. So, hey, squeezer. And then I also need the universal cabling, which I forgot. And we'll just kind of leave this guy here. Oh, maybe I'll pick him up. Can't hurt, right? And then we'll have him for later if we need him for something else. And we might wind up moving it downstairs. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the squeezer should operate on the peanuts and turn them into seed oil for me, right? Yes. Good. And we have a lot of peanuts because I've been harvesting those for a while. Though I think I'm not growing them anymore, but that doesn't matter because if I need them again, I can just throw them in the farm. Should be fine. Cool. So now we just need some wood, which guess who has a lot of wood? Guess who has a real lot of wood? I've been voiding a stupid amount of wood. Like a stupid amount of wood I've been voiding. Because I've been growing all those trees out there. You really don't need that much. You really don't. Cool. So you guys are going to clear. You're going to do this. Right? And now you've got super glue in there. So what I'm going to do is I've got it somewhere. I made a reservoir. Did I make this on camera or off? I think I made it off camera at some point. The purpose was to make some things easier. But I can do that, and I should really have a tank for that, shouldn't I? How big is this tank? 16 buckets? That should be good. I don't even know if I need these torches anymore, because the feral flare lantern should be covering my business. And should be good, right? So there's super glue. How nice is that, huh? Not bad, not bad. Okay, so you should have a decent amount of stuff here for me now, which I can then transfer into there. It's not a nice even number, which is why the reservoir is nice, because it can pick up, you know, not 1,000 buckets worth of stuff. Right, so like smaller amounts of fluid is doable. Cool. All right, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. See all the junk we've got in there? Cool. See? I just, you know, transfer that, and it's super cool. All right, so now we should be able to make an apiary nice and quick. Apiary, this kind of apiary. Right. Sweet. So you can just chill outside somewhere, right? So like, let's put him somewhere meaningful, and what we'll try to do is we will try to keep these guys happy, right? Hey, that's a new thing. What's that do? That's cool, right? So basically we want to put a drone and your no flowers, really? I mean, there's some flowers nearby. Now you're happy, right? Huh, this looks a little different to me, doesn't it? Oh, that's a queen. That's a forest queen. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I should, well, yeah, no, I should look into a princess if we have one. And if we don't, that's cool. But I'd like to start right immediately, go towards cultivated if I can. Because if we have to get into bees, having cultivated will be huge, right? So we have to do forest and meadows. So what we're actually looking for is a princess, not a queen. So there's a meadows princess and there's an unusual princess, which we can get combined into common with forestry or meadows. So let's go with one of those guys, right? That's mystical bees or something like that. Magic bees? Magic bees? Magic bees. Yep. Cool. So we'll combine these two, right? If I can get a purebred cultivated at some point, which I'll do some of the work off camera for, obviously. And don't we have, I think somewhere I found something. Didn't I find, I did find frames. Production, genetic decay, durability. So you're going to produce more? Is that what you do? Are frames super hard? I see them, I see them, I see them. Chocolate frame has a larger lifespan. Mutation chance is soul frame. Impregnated frame, which is just impregnated sticks, which is just seed oil and wood. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, why don't we do soul sand? That seems like a smart idea, right? That'll give you a higher chance of mutation when they die. I think that's how it works. So we throw these dudes in here so that when this bee dies, we have a higher chance of getting common children, right? And if we can get common children and breed them together, then we can get cultivated, and they generally produce a lot of stuff. So we'll just kick that off, and once we get cultivated purebred, then I'll automate it so that we just get lots of honeycombs, right? And that should be fine. So not a big deal. But back to white magic dust, right? So the other thing we needed was some illumination powder for sure, and some mana powder, right? So mana powder is easy. We just take some mana dust and throw it in there. The illumination powder, a little bit harder. A little bit harder. See, look at all the work this guy's doing. I'm so proud of him. Hooray! We'll get to Sparks at some point soon, right? Right now I'm working on Astral, but we'll be doing Botania as well. It's kind of nice having that whole tree thing set up and running. It's super nice. All right, cool. And then we just need the illumination powder, right? Which is 4 aquamarines, 4 glowstone, and a basalt. So let's get 3 sets of those. So that would be 12. And that should be cool. It's daytime, but we'll find out if it's too bright out there. And if it is, then I have a button I can click. I do. I have a button I can click if we need to make it nighttime, which I'm excited about, as you guys know. I love when I get to that stage of things, right? So you need illumination powder, which goes in there. You seem like you're cool. Yeah, I hear something. Where's my illumination wand? There it is. Reservoir can chill in there. I thought that was a zombie for a sec walking by. I was ready to get out my sword. I was like, what's that moving? That's what this pack has done to me, guys. Hooray! Alright, you had enough magical essence to do 1 craft. If this were nighttime, we would probably get all 3 at once, but yeah, not too worried. It's fun. It's fun doing craftings. Cool. All right, and you've got some stuffs going on. We've got a lot of things that we'll get to eventually on this stuff. That's right, we made a spectral relay. That's a good thing to have in the future. Should keep that in the back of our mind. Don't forget you have a spectral relay dyer. Because you can use that to boost the amount of starlight the table's getting. Right? I think something like that. I'm always rusty on that setup. But eventually I'll figure it out. Cool. So that should be what we need for at least 2 more white magic essence, right? And that's good enough for now. Sweet. Alright, so then the last thing we need is the Rune of Mana and the Tiberium block, which means harvesting in the Nether. I didn't get that. I did do a bad job of getting that Tiberium stuff. So let's clean up our inventory. I'm going to head to the Nether. I'm going to bring my awesome laser, and we're going to go harvest some Tiberium. Hopefully a sufficient amount. And you can see I've been building up my blood supply as well. Lots of just multitasking. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing all the multitasking, right? And I'll bring my shulker box in case I need a lot. But you know what else I should probably... I don't know if I want to use my cobalt hammer for the Tiberium, because it drops like redstone, so I'm suspecting that fortune works on it. And I've got fortune on the pick, not fortune on the hammer. Look at all my death markers. The Nether's a fun place. I might have said something along the lines of I'll do this between episodes, but then I didn't. So there's that. So what's the deal with Tiberium? Is it just like a random chance that it might explode? Is it the bigger the vein, the higher chance it'll explode? I'm not entirely sure on the rules of Tiberium. All I know is it tends to explode. So watch it. See? Like that. Like that's what happens. Tiberium explodes. Pro tip. Pro tip for players of this pack. Tiberium explodes. Right? Should there be monsters in here? I see them on the map. Oh, there's one. I was about to say, shouldn't there be monsters in this pack? So yeah, watch out. Watch out for exploding Tiberium. I don't know if it's a % chance or what the deal is, but... Yep, there it goes. Hello. It's a pretty big explosion, too, if we're being honest with ourselves. Come on, Wither Knight thingy, white dude. Quest complete whites. Hooray. I actually completed a couple quests recently. See you later, big spider. That's annoying. Man, the Nether seems less dangerous than it used to. Woo. Put all this junk away. Cool. Alright, I guess I'll harvest a bit of this Tiberium. And, oh, there we go. Big explosions. We'll be right back. Oh, that was a big explosion. Holy cow, that was a big one. Did I catch it on camera? I was about to say, like, you know, doing a little bit. That was a big one. I hope I caught that on camera. What are you? I don't know, but I don't like you. Are you like one of those annoying things that everybody hates, except you're in the Nether? Probably. Come at me, bro. I got a laser, dudes. Laser's the best. It borders on OP, but that's the kind of pack we're playing, right? You need OP stuff to survive. I'm down with OP. Alright. That was a really big explosion that I was not intending to capture on camera. The intention of that was to say, like, hey, I've got a lot of this stuff, and I really appreciate how common Tiberium is in the Nether. And I've also been harvesting some quartz and some other stuff that I've been, you know, had in my mind to get. Just the low-hanging fruit is what I've been going after. Like, I haven't been going crazy, like, up there. No thanks. Hey, Blazing Juggernaut quest. Lots of kill things quests getting completed in the Nether today. I mean, Blazing Juggernauts are somewhat common. Gotta love this laser. I love it. Gotta love it. You gotta. How can you not look at this laser and be like, it's the greatest thing ever? That's all I want to know. How can you not? Oh, that's explosion. And the blazing juggernauts are going to take advantage of it, aren't they? They're going to say, hey, Dire, what's up? I see you just got blown up. How about I come flying over and do this weird animation and move that I do that everybody hates? It's all good, bro. You got nothing from a distance. That's the thing about those juggernauts. You take them down from a distance, they got nothing. Alright, let's come back in a minute. I'm going to head back to my base because I think I've got enough of this stuff, right? Yeah, you know what? We won't come back in a minute. We'll just slash home right from here. And we will book it home. Woohoo! Love slash home. It's the best. Okay. Cleaning up inventory real quick. So we got a few things while we were out there, right? I'm going to hang on to my Tiberium because I know we're going to want some of that. Just put away the rest of the stuff that's not Tiberium, right? Tiberium. Tiberium is the thing we're going to make. Uncommon loot bag. What could be inside? I would love to know. Oh, it's garbage. Yay. I wanted garbage. Trashed. Trashed. Sweet. You can go away. We've got that. Right, now Tiberium. I always forget. Tiberium is an alloy of either basalt or dilithium. 2 dilithium or 4 basalt. Now, we have a lot of basalt. Well, we don't have a lot of basalt. We have some basalt. We have more basalt than we have dilithium, though. So we'll use basalt, even though you need more of it than dilithium, but you still need the same amount of Tiberium, so it doesn't super matter. I'm going to go with 4 in here, and we'll see how good that is. Cool, and we'll be back in a few minutes once that combines. So I'll tell you how many ingots of Tiberium we get from 4 basalt. Hopefully it's an easy math. All right, so 4 basalt blocks turned out to be nice. Getting there. Still a decent amount of basalt fluid left in there. All right, not bad. So melt down more of this. This stuff melts fast, so I'm cool with that, right? All we need is 1 block of Tiberium, right? So it's a healthy amount of stuff. Let's do that much, sure, why not? Should be close. The math is a little fuzzy on it. A little bit. There's a block. Woot! And we have 5 ingots of Tiberium fluid remaining. Sweet. So that is Tiberium block. And then once you're poured out, I'll just make ingots of Tiberium and we'll be cool. Because you basically get 4.8, but that's not half an ingot, right? So like that's where the math gets funny. So I think that's it, guys. I think we just now run up here, we grab our altar, we bring it down, and we craft it up. We might need, actually, liquid Starlight, 8 buckets. Okay, cool. I forgot about that need. We might have 8 buckets of liquid Starlight, but my suspicion is we don't. My suspicion is we don't have quite that much. So aquamarines, which is a good source of them. You could also use the crystals, and I think you get more from the crystals than you do aquamarines. Didn't even a quest tell you what the numbers were? I feel like that was the case. Didn't the white magic quest tell you... Where's that Starlight optional? Light well, liquefy items? Yeah. Aquamarine's the lowest. Resonating gems, rock crystals, attuned rock crystals, celestial crystals, and attuned celestial crystals. So yeah, aquamarines are clearly the weakest form of production. Me and my big dumminess. Do I want this, or what do I want to do? Rock crystals. Do we have any, like, junky ones? Right? So you've got purity 67. You want high purity. Every other stat you can improve, right? But these two are relatively high, so we'll do them. And these guys will say, what's a low purity one? 24, 32, 13 is pretty low. These 3 are probably the lowest purity. So what I'll do that, and then I wouldn't mind a tank. Let's get a tin one. That needs a. I kind of do want that much. Let's do it. Let's just do it. I'm going to make a tin tank real quick. I'm going to need a little bit of hardened, but that's okay. Obsidian. We'll do 8 of you. And then we need vanadium dust, right? And you need to pulverize that. And we'll be back in a minute when you're done crafting. Oh, and I also want fluid pipe, it's called. That guy. Cool. Nice. Alright, so that should be the tank. Bada bing, bada boom. 10 tanks are nice. 64 buckets, that seems like a pretty good number. Also, we want it to be nighttime because I want to say you get more at night, right? Alright, so we got these guys filling up this dude. We can pop these 3. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll make it nighttime to ensure we get a decent amount of liquid starlight. Now, I know I've got like a bucket or 2 at home, but like, hopefully this works out. And unfortunately, I don't have the speed acceleration tick thingy. I'm going to want to also move this, right? Boom. I want to put this like over here because I know we're going to need to take up some space over here for like our altar, right? So the altar will probably wind up being in this area, but we'll figure that out after we get the sufficient amount of starlight. Look, we've already produced a decent amount of it, so that's kind of cool. Guess we'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right, we're getting there. So I'm going to pick up this bucket's worth, and I'm just going to leave these dudes so they can do their thing, right? So that's 8,000 millibuckets, roughly. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, you know what I don't want to forget? The thing I came up here for originally. This guy. Oh, yeah. All right, so down we go. We'll do the craft. We'll make the altar, and then we'll make the supporting blocks that we need for the altar, and then we'll be good. See, that's what I'm talking about, having to clean up the tree thing, right? So, like, the trees, all the leaves have been eaten. I got to go chop all those trees down, and it's annoying because the lumber axe doesn't realize they're trees, so it just chops them in a 3x3x3 area. So, like, you do a decent amount of work to get them working. Cool. And go. Starlight crafting altar. Dun 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 dun! Your vision expands. You've learned more about attunement. Your quest is complete. Nice. That's cool. That is actually pretty awesome if I have to be honest about it. Urdine ingot. Cool. What's Urdine do? I have no idea. How do you make it? What is it? Is it a Tinker's alloy? It's liquid crystalline, liquid concrete, and nitronite fluid, which is liquid magma and Osram fluids. And liquid magma comes from, okay, cool. And Osram, that sounds familiar, right? Don't we know Osram? Osram is a type of ore that is found in places. Do we have any of that? We do have a little bit of Osram ore. Nice. Cool. Isn't it great having refined storage now? It really is. All right, so we need a bunch of marble, right? A lot of astral marble. And to complete the next special platform, we're going to need 21 sooty marble, which doesn't look too bad, right? So 21 of you. Don't we have a coal block? I thought we were storing coal in such a way that it would be blocked. We should be. We should be. Yeah, we are. Okay. That's what I thought. 21. We're getting low on coal, but that's okay. We've got a lot of charcoal and red coal, so I'm not super worried. I'm not super worried. And by the way, did I have my Tinker's book in here? 2 questions I want to ask myself before we run up and set this up. One question. If you explore, be careful when you try to break it. Tiberium crystal unstable, full of energy, and can cause heavy explosions. So no notes in there on how to avoid explosions, right? That's fine. And then let's see what this weird stuff. That's astrium. This is Urdine. Urdine, nature-bound, repairs the tool on several blocks. Cool. And you have cobalt mining tier, so that's also cool. But I guess the downside being, you know, I'm not going to worry too much about it. The downside being that you need more than one to get to that cobalt mining tier. All right, so we've got enough sooty marble, right? And then we need 24 marble bricks, 24 marble arches. $24 marble bricks, 24 marble arches, 28 marble arches, 8 chiseled marble, An 8 marble pillar. Sweet. Alright, good times. Quest complete. Special platform? And hey, I get marble back. I'll take it. Hopefully that's like proper astral marble. Yeah, it is. Okay. So let's build this bad boy. If I looked, I could probably find the copy-paste gadget for it. Why don't I try that? Can I make a... I should be able to make a copy-paste gadget real quick. And a template manager. Yeah, I can totally make one of these. Hey, look, it ain't my fault it wasn't in the pack originally, but it's in there now. And we should have some paper, and that's cool. Let's throw the template manager in the wall here. Seems like a nice enough place as any, right? So I'm going to go hit up the paste bin link that I've got handy for this structure. We're going to hit paste, and then we're going to hit load. And then boom, look at that. Dyer's building gadgets. Look, I'm allowed to be proud of this mod, because I made it. That was me, dudes. I did that. I did that. How cool is that, huh? Can I be proud of that a little bit? Look, you hold shift on the copy-paste gadget. It tells you whether or not you have the right amount of items in your inventory. All kinds of good stuff. All kinds of good stuff in building gadgets, right? How great is that? So now we can go up there and get that dude set up. Now, I heard somebody shooting arrows at me. I don't know if they still exist, but if they do, I'll kill them with a laser. Cool. Hear it? Who's shooting at me? Ah, look at him. Oh, there he is. Where'd he come from? Didn't I just run past that? I don't even know. All right, so let's center this up here, roughly speaking. So in terms of this, let's put him in paste mode so we can visualize what this is going to look like, right? So I want you to be down 1 and maybe over a little bit. Right, so I want you to be down 1 Y level. And let's clear out a large enough area with the destruction gadget. Right, so if this is roughly going to be the center, let's bump this up to 10 in a depth of 1. Yep, that looks fair. We'll paste this in, and then we'll undo our destructions. Huh, that was interesting. Why didn't you want to undo? Weird. I should test that a little bit at some point. You should have undone everything, but okay, cool. Anyway, the point stands. We've got a Starlight crafting altar. Ta-da! Valid structure. Now, he's not getting a lot of Starlight now, but if it's nighttime, how do we look? Pretty good. And we can even augment this a little bit with a relay or two, and then we should be good. We will hopefully cap it out. And that's not even like full Starlight. So I think being at a high Y level might even be better than being in one of those sparkly areas that you find with that relay setting thing. So let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time. I'm going to fill in the grass. Really bothered by the fact that that undo didn't work, but I'll have to look into why that didn't happen. I mean, there's reasons it could have not happened. I don't know. We'll figure it out. For now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. We've got a new tier of Starlight, so that's cool. I'm going to reset you because we don't need that anymore. Oh, actually, yeah, copy mode. Reset that. Clear the copy, right? So that should be nothing now. Great. Sweet. Loving it. All right, and we'll come back next time and do more cool stuff. For now, Del20 signing off. Like I said, hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy, guys.